Hi, everybody. It's Owen Ogletree with Brewtopia.info and Kerri Allen. She does the beerwench.info blogs. And as you've noticed, we've been really excited about Chops and Hops in Watkinsville, Georgia, near Athens. Um, every week or so, Chops is doing a special take-home beer dinner during this time of the coronavirus. So you can call Chops before noon any day, May 11th through May 17th, 2020, of course. And it's Chops and Hops in Watkinsville, and let them know you want a beer dinner or two. It's $40 a person or $70 for two, which is a great deal. And you just pull up, and when you park your car out front and give them a call, they'll bring out 4 delicious courses, each course paired with a wonderful Georgia craft beer. So it's a great deal, and we hope you will take advantage of it. This is a special week because we love Chops and Hops, and we love Bold Monk. It's a new brew pub in Atlanta, run by our friend John Roberts, who also runs Max Lagers and White Oak Kitchen and Cocktails in Atlanta. And we decided, since Bold Monk is kind of a Belgian-themed brew pub, that we were going to make this sort of a quasi-Belgian-themed beer dinner. So again, 4 courses, each paired with a great Bold Monk beer, and each with a little Belgian-inspired twist. We gave the chef Ariel some ideas about what we've enjoyed in Belgium, and she took it and ran with it. So Kerri's going to tell you about the first pairing.
Okay, so our first pairing is actually a cheese course, which is something they usually do at the end of a meal in Europe, but that's fine. Belgium is known for its cheeses. Now, we don't have any Belgian cheeses here, but it's the idea behind it. Cheese pairs really well with beer. In fact, I prefer it to wine with cheese because the flavors just seem to contrast and complement so well. So our first course is actually a blue Stilton, which is an English-style blue cheese. It is a fairly strong blue cheese. It's not the strongest blue cheese, but it does have a very blue cheesy taste. Also, the Red Dragon, which is a Welsh cheddar made with whole grain mustard. Pairing with
you
that,
can see the mustard in there.
you can see mustard seeds in there. We're pairing this with Bold Monk Chant, which is their lager. It's a delicious, clean, crisp lager, and mustard and cheeses tend to go really well with pilsners. It cleanses the palate. It brings out all the wonderful flavors of the cheese because you really don't want to overpower those flavors. This is going to be a delicious course.
Mm-hmm. Think of a spicy mustard on a pretzel with a nice Pilsner beer. I mean, that's just, you can't beat that. That's great.
You really can't.
Course 2, I'm looking forward to this. We've got chicken liver pate. Some people love pate, and some people, I don't know. It's an earthy, pureed chicken livers with some nice spices in there and some greens, and it's on a little baguette. Very earthy dish. So we paired the Bold Monk the Way Triple. You see that? And the artwork is great on these cans, isn't it? And we think that the earthiness of the pate and the crispness and the fruitiness and the spiciness of the triple will work out really well. Triple is based on a old Belgian Trappist Abbey beer that's made in monasteries around the world, mainly in the Netherlands and in Belgium. And it's a dark golden color, spicy alcohol notes. It's 8.8% alcohol. JR and his brewer assistant Neil at Bold Monk have done a little twist with this. They put the Orval yeast in there, which is another Trappist monastery brewery that's kind of gives it a farmhousey complexity to it. And they use some different hops than normal, some different types of hops that give it a really cool flavor. So it's a triple. It's really good. It's not your classic triple, but it is fantastic. So I'm looking forward to that with the pate.
And it should brighten up the pate and bring the flavor of the greens and all those flavors together.
Absolutely. And
okay.
3?
Course 3 is a Brussels style chicken. It's kind of inspired by a recipe that Owen and I have had in the past where it's a savory and sweet dish. So you have your chicken and your spices, but you also have fruits. We've seen it with figs and other things like that. They also do it with rabbit in Belgium. So Ariel actually took the base dish and kind of made up her own thing with it, which is really kind of cool. And she used apricot. So this is actually a version of it with apricots, which I'm kind of excited about because apricots have both an earthy flavor that will go really well with the chicken, but they also have a brightness to them. So we're also pairing this one with the Bold Monk Double. Okay. This is traditionally paired with a strong dark ale, which a Belgian double is another Trappist-inspired style of beer. It's a dark beer, malty with toffee and dark fruit and raisin-type flavors in it, which should really complement the chicken and the apricots and the sauce in this dish.
This double was the original Trappist recipe, and then people wanted a stronger, more golden one when Pilsners became popular about 100 years ago. So they came up with the triples. So they're kind of brothers in beer. And normally when you see this dish in Brussels, it's got a brown raisiny sauce with it. But Chef Ariel, again, used apricots, so that could be kind of interesting.
Be lighter. Similar flavors, though.
That could be cool.
Just not the dark fruit.
And lastly, for dessert, we've got a pear, poached in beer. And I think there are a lot of dishes here. I'm not quite sure. There are a lot of dishes, except for the cheese, that have beer in them. Well, even the cheese, the Red Dragon has a little bit of ale in it. Mm-hmm. And I think that this is poached in beer, and it has a chantilly cream sauce on top. It's spiced with a little honey, cinnamon, and there's also a big tin of caramel ice cream that comes with it. We've got that in the freezer, so we're going to dump that next to it and have that with Bold Monk Brother Ivan Imperial Stout. This is a strong stout, but it doesn't taste incredibly strong. It has nice, mellow, chocolatey espresso notes, even though it doesn't have chocolate or coffee in there. That comes from the dark malts. And an Imperial Stout is not a typical Belgian beer, but there are stouts made in Belgium and that use Belgian yeast, and they're very popular, and they go really well with desserts. I don't think Brother Ivan is made with the Belgian yeast, but it is just full of nice fruity esters, and we think that the chocolatey coffee notes will be a great pair with this poached
earthy pear, the poppy seeds and all the flavors and the ice cream. It'll be wonderful.
Right. Okay. Oh, forgot to mention poppy seed. That's in the chantilly cream.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've never been to Belgium, you're missing out because the beers are fantastic. The food is great. The beer culture in Belgium is very gastronomic focused. So everyone loves to have a great beer with great food, and I think Chops and Hops did a fantastic job with this. So you guys give them a call and try it.
And guys, if there's anyone out there thinking, going, "Oh, pate, I don't like that," let's talk about this for just a quick second. I'm the same way. Never been a big fan. I've had a couple of pates that I like. In fact, the last one I had that I loved was made for us by a brewer's wife in Belgium. She made a goose liver pate with lots of good spices, and I loved it. And I know that Ariel has done a service to this dish. So if you're thinking that is a little iffy for you, try it, because you might be surprised by yourself. It's fun to try new things, and they're all different. So if you've had one you didn't like before, try it again, because you might be surprised. I was.
Mm-hmm. And after all this is over, be sure you go to Chops and Hops when they're ready for sit down, hopefully in the near future, and go to Atlanta and go to Bold Monk. It's a fantastic place. Mm-hmm. It's really beautiful.
Absolutely.
So we will see you guys later. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.